Greetings and welcome to this week's Oak Knoll Lutheran Midweek Check-In. This past Sunday we heard the story of Exodus chapter 1 and chapter 2. And in that story we heard how Pharaoh issued an edict that all Hebrew boys should be murdered. And then as we hear the story continue, we read and hear about two women, Shiphrah and Puah. They're not people of power. They're not people of status. And yet they defy the most powerful man in the world at that time, Pharaoh. Why? Because they knew what they were being asked to do was wrong. They had an allegiance to a higher power, to God. Now, they could have been punished. They could have lost their life by resisting Pharaoh, but they chose to do so anyway. Well, as people of faith, we too are called to examine our life and our world and what's happening in it, and to take note of where injustice is happening and taking place, and where we as people of faith can stand with those who are oppressed, and where we can help so that God's will of liberation and freedom from bondage can become a reality. Well, I've been invited through this story to consider the ways in which I'm living my life through my choices, priorities, and advocacy, and I invite you to consider the same. How are you participating in the resistance stories of our time? And how is that resistance aligned with what God wants and calls and envisions for this world? That the oppressed go free and that all experience jubilee, freedom. Thanks for watching, and peace be with you, and we'll see you next time. Take care.